I have a question for you guys. Which is your favorite David Attenborough documentary? For me, it's The Blue Planet, The Seas of Life, because it's one of the oldest documentaries. It came out 2001? And it was like David Attenborough at his prime, I guess you could say, even though he was old as shit still, and I liked the music and the soundtrack. It was beautiful. Like the soundtrack, the beginning of the soundtrack and the closing soundtrack, it feels like you're going to heaven or something like that. It was beautiful. My opinion, the most beautiful soundtrack of all time. It also has some pretty interesting sea life as well. And I'm not really into sea life, but when it comes, if I'm in a mood to watch some sea life documentaries, The Blue Planet, Seas of Life is the best. And it's pretty interesting as well. Personally, I actually rank it to be as number one when it comes for David Attenborough, but that's just me though, because of the music. But what am I to choose? I mean, then again, it's my opinion. I'm sorry, I'm walking my dog. And I also like when he did the documentary, The Lion's Den or something like that, with the Boulder camera. It's pretty interesting. And Planet Earth, the original Planet Earth, of course. But personally, I don't watch the other newer ones. I kind of stopped watching after I watched Frozen Planet. After that, I'm like, meh, I don't give a shit about the others. And the reason why is because, don't get me wrong, I like the fella. I like David Attenborough. It's just the problem is, and I even made a video about this, he mumbles, and I cannot understand what the hell he is saying. And he always likes to use some fancy terms as well, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm not trying to disrespect him or anything. It's just I can't barely hear what he is saying, and he puts me to sleep. His newer ones actually put me to sleep. I guess it's because of the mumbling or something like that. But that's just me though. But don't get me wrong, I like the old fella. It's just, I don't know. I just find his newer ones to be more boring, in my opinion. But that's just me though. It's like someone needs to take over. Someone needs to carry on the next generation of the natural history. You know? But like I said, everyone's different. I like his older documentaries from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, and maybe a little bit of 2010s. But I don't like his newer ones. But like I said, that's just me though. But what do you guys think? What's your favorite David Attenborough documentary? Please let me know in the comments down below.